Now it's time, snuggle up, little one. Hold me tight, snuggle up, day is done.
It's bedtime with Barney all over the world. Bedtime with Barney for all boys and girls.
Oh, I love story time. Now it's time, snuggle up, little one. Let me read just for you. You're the one.
It's bedtime with Barney, so come gather round. Bedtime with Barney.
And we're story bound. Hi, girls and boys. This is your friend Barney, and I've got another fun story just for you. I'll bet a lot of you have watched the way some of our animal friends like to move and to jump around. Have you ever watched a kitty jump from one place to another? Some of you have probably seen little puppies jump up and down on their hind legs. Now you're going to hear a story about some other animal friends who like to jump around. But you can just relax and get warm and cozy. That's it. Are you comfy? Good. Because here we go. Once upon a time, there was a peaceful pond. It stood at the edge of a forest that was thick with the sweet smell of trees and fresh leaves. Bright flowers as colorful as a rainbow grew all around. In the peaceful pond, there lived a frog. He loved to take big jumps from one lily pad to another lily pad. In fact, the further he had to jump, the more he liked it.
My, oh my, what a beautiful day it is. Just a perfect day to jump all through the forest. And no one creature can jump further than I can. I am easily the greatest jumper in the whole world.
The frog jumped from his lily pad to the edge of the pond. He jumped from the edge of the pond to the forest path. He jumped and he jumped right along that path that led through the forest. He jumped from stone to stone, from flower to flower, from here to there. Each jump took him a little further than the last one. He kept on jumping until a tiny grasshopper crossed his path.
Hello, little grasshopper. Isn't it a wonderful day for jumping? Of course, no one can jump the way I can.
Whatever do you mean, Frog? I jump well too, you know.
But not like me, grasshopper. I'm the greatest jumper in the forest, the best jumper in the whole wide world.
No, you're not. That's nonsense. You see, Frog, I am certain I am the best jumper in the forest, the greatest jumper in the whole world. I am sure I am a better jumper than you.
You? Better than I am? Grasshopper? I don't believe what I'm hearing. You see, Grasshopper, no creature can jump further than I can, and that makes me the greatest jumper in the forest, and probably the greatest jumper in the world.
Oh, really? Well, Frog, you may be able to jump further than most creatures, but there is no creature who can jump higher than I can jump. So you see, Frog, that makes little old me the best jumper in the world. So there.
You're wrong, Grasshopper. I'm the greatest.
No, Frog. I am the greatest jumper.
No, I'm the best. I'm the
The
best.
frog and the grasshopper argued for hours about who was the greatest jumper. Some of the other creatures who heard them arguing began to giggle. How silly they thought to waste so much time talking about who is the best jumper. One of the animals, however, found all this jumping talk very interesting. The rabbit.
Excuse me, but I have very long ears and I hear almost everything. Did I hear someone talking about being the greatest jumper in the world?
I was telling Grasshopper that I can jump further than any other animal. Therefore, I am the greatest jumper in the forest. The greatest jumper in the world, for that matter.
And I was telling Frog that I can jump higher than any other creature. So I must be the greatest jumper in the whole wide world.
I say you're both wrong. Everyone knows that rabbits spend the whole day jumping quickly, from place to place. Why, you've never seen any creature jump as quickly as I can jump. I don't mean to brag, but let's face it, no frog or grasshopper can jump as quickly as a rabbit can. So you see, I'm the best jumper in the world. I'm the best. I'm the best.
By now, every creature in the forest had heard the frog, the grasshopper, and the rabbit claiming to be the best jumper in the world. All the forest animals stopped whatever they were doing to listen to the frog, the grasshopper, and the rabbit argue. All except one. A small snail, moving ever so slowly from the pond to the forest, heard all the excitement, but didn't seem to care. As he slid along so slowly, a wise old owl flew down from his perch in a high tree. The owl, who had heard just about enough from the frog, the grasshopper, and the rabbit, asked the snail what he thought of all the silliness.
Snail, who do you think is the greatest jumper of them all?
The snail yawned and looked up. He saw the frog, the grasshopper, and the rabbit staring at him, waiting for his answer. Slowly, he lowered his head and yawned again.
Does it really matter? For all anyone cares, I might be the greatest jumper in the world. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
Oh, so Snail thinks he's the greatest jumper, does he?
Well, no, Frog. What I meant was...
So you think jumping is easy, do you, Snail?
Well, no, Grasshopper. What I was trying to say was...
I know how we can settle the matter. We'll have a contest right here and now. We'll see who the greatest jumper in the forest really is. Frog, grasshopper, snail, or me, rabbit. Owl, you can be the judge.
But...
A splendid idea. Frog, you jump first.
Okay, here goes. The
frog jumped further than he had ever jumped before. In fact, he jumped so far that after a while, all the watching animals lost sight of him. They knew he had jumped much further than the edge of the forest. Some thought he might have even jumped halfway around the world. All they knew was that he had gone much further than they could see.
All right, Grasshopper, it's your turn to jump.
Wow, that's high. Grasshopper jumped so high that I can no longer see her. Where'd she go?
It was true. Grasshopper had jumped higher than she'd ever jumped before. Higher than anyone could see or imagine. Many of the forest creatures thought she might have jumped clear over the moon, over the entire solar system, even over the stars.
Ooh, I wonder if we'll ever see Grasshopper and Frog again. Oh, well, it's up to you, Rabbit. It's your turn to jump now.
You haven't seen anything yet. Watch this.
Where did Rabbit go?
Rabbit had jumped so quickly that none of the creatures watching could follow him. Everyone knew he had jumped well, but just how well they could not be sure, because he had disappeared so quickly.
He's gone. That leaves you, I guess, Snail.
Oh,
Well, Snail, come now. Aren't you going to jump?
I just did.
You did?
Sure. It wasn't much of a jump, I suppose. In fact, I'm sure none of you even saw it. It was so small, but it was enough to win the contest. So I've won the honor of being the greatest jumper in the forest. Now I'll be on my way.
Who? You? The greatest jumper in the forest? The winner of the contest?
Sure. Nobody knows exactly how far Frog jumped, and nobody knows exactly how high Grasshopper jumped, and nobody knows exactly how quickly Rabbit jumped. None of them is in the forest anymore, but I'm still here. I'm still in the forest, so that makes me the greatest jumper in the forest, right?
He's right.
Now I'll be on my way. There's work to be done. I guess I'd better, jump to it.
The end. What a fun story about jumping. See, everybody can jump, but we all jump in a little different way. And we can be very proud of ourselves and our friends. So are you good and sleepy after all that jumping around? Let's snuggle up and rest and get ready for another jumping day. Time to sleep, time to dream, little one. Close your eyes, covers up, night has come.
It's bedtime with Barney.
Let's turn out the light.